Hello guys, long time no speak. It's been quite some time since I've actually made a video. As always, every time I go to make a video I need to do this because it takes so long to make videos. I now live in Edinburgh. It's looking pretty good so far, so I'm excited to make that move. And I'm working here in Edinburgh too. The real reason we're here is for this thing here. It is a slab of African Padauk wood, or Padauk. I would say Padauk, but others would say Padauk. Yeah, so this wood is going to serve as a backplate for my 8-string guitar, and also to hold all the electronic parts. And pretty much I'm going to show you me doing the whole process of building that and making it and putting it all together. So yeah, this is not really treated yet. It's dry here and it's got some wax at each end. That's to prevent the cracks and splits after it's been quarter sawn. These two back plates where the electronics are housed are going to be made out of Padauk wood. I'm going to design the wood to be in the shape of these and then put them in there. Basically, that's all we're doing here. Nothing fancy. I'm using very minimal tools, and yeah, it shouldn't take me too long to do this. But yeah, I'm retarded, so it should be fun. And just to show you what colour it'll end up, it'll be the same colour as these red strips of wood here. I may shoot this over a couple of days because I do work and I'm quite busy. I work full time, but yeah, before we get started, let's change clothes. And there we have it. Now what we're going to do is sketch a little piece of paper over the parts that I need to make out of wood, and then we're going to pretty much apply that to the wood, make some cuts and start going. So let's do that. So I thought I would just switch over to my iPhone right now just to show you a better look at what we're dealing with here. This is the iPhone 10 at 4K, believe it or not, using an app called Filmic Pro, just to show you how nice this wood actually is. It's really beautiful, and you can see the contours and stuff that I've put in there. It's really nice. And this is the main part that we're going to be sketching over with some paper, I believe. Same with here. Then we're going to apply it to that block of wood down there, and then we'll pretty much go ahead from there. I have no idea if this method is going to work, but I have an A4 sheet of paper overlaying the cavity. I really should actually lay this down, just so that we can hold it tight and then make some crease marks, like so. And this will pretty much give me a really good indication of what I need to do. There we go. We have the first piece of the outline done, and it's the exact size that I need. And then you can pretty much just do the same with this part here. I don't need to be as clean and clear cut as you would think. So I'm pretty much just going to cut this out and overlay it over the wood and then make my cuts. So that's this cavity pretty much done. It's not perfect, but it doesn't need to be because this is actually bigger. The sheet of paper is actually bigger than the actual space itself is, which is what I want, so that I can actually just shave off bit by bit to make it fit properly. Now I'm just going to cut this part out. This should be oversized as well, pretty much. It's just trial and error after that to see if it fits. And there we have it. That is the template's done. Sorry you can't see this. That's the templates done for the back plates. Just need to pretty much apply them to this and then get cutting. You'll see here on the guitar that the grain pattern's kind of going this way. It's a book match sort of mahogany way. So I'm looking at the grains here within the wood, and I'm just seeing which parts would actually look best. So this has got some pretty nice figuring on it. It's pretty dank. I think I could use pretty much any part of this. I'm going to cut a slice right across. Make it about, I need to measure the actual depth of this. Realised that I can just take the measurement from this here, so that's probably about 5 mils, pretty much. So I'll just take my measurements from that and go from there. Yeah, there's a really nice grain there with the guitar body, so I'm going to aim this part to be right about there, and then I'm just going to sticky tape that down. What the fuck? Oh, the joys. There we go. This wax is really an issue. It's so thick and it's annoying. So that's that part done. So that's pretty much where I want those parts to be. And then I'm just going to go over it with a pencil. And now I can finally go and cut this little layer here where I've marked it. And you can see right along here that I've marked a line using a pencil so that I can, you know, make that mark. And that's how thick I need to cut it. Man, the lighting sucks in here. I really don't want to rest that on the guitar either, but you can see it. I can see it perfectly fine. It's about 3 to 5 mils, so I'm going to chop that down with the saw and then we'll go from there. What we're going to do now is just saw, using a handsaw pretty much. And we're going to just slowly work our way over this and go from there. It's starting to veer off into the centre a little bit, so I need to readjust. But that's okay, I can sand that down and it should be fine. This is a lot harder than it looks to actually saw. Because it's so dry and it's such a hardwood, it's so hard to work with. But I'm about halfway through, just need to keep going. Thank you. And now we can actually see the figure. It's beautiful. But this is the side we want. And as you can see, it's got some really nice grain on it. It's really beautiful. And that's going to come up nice. It is more like a wedge shape, but this side is very straight. And this is probably the side we're going to work with. Feeling very good. Wood like this is how some luthiers make their guitars. You'll see that the grain lines up perfectly, pretty much perfectly I should say. And yeah, you can really see that pattern. And that's what they do with guitar bodies. They'll literally cut a huge slab of wood in half, then they'll just stick it together and stick it together and make it look amazing. And just see how this matches up with the grain here. See what would actually look best. In fact, I think a contrast would be really nice. Oh, I don't know, because there's so many nice layers. There's really thin, a lot of layers there, and then it just spreads out and fans out. And I don't know if I kinda want that. Yeah, that's where it's gonna need to be. The thinnest side is also the nicest side, so that's pretty awesome. Trust me, it'll look great when it's done. And yeah, I'm trying to use the thinner side because it is like a wedge. Unfortunately, the blank that I got wasn't cut very straight, so can work with it, it's all good. I'm going to go and cut these parts really quickly, but I'm not going to do that on camera for the sake of some time. So it's really close. There's just a few fine adjustments I need to make for it to fit in there. And then we can start on the other bit, which is sitting right there. I managed to fit this little piece and match it with the grain. And the only thing is it's a little bit too big. I need to sand it down so that it's flush with this. And the same goes for this here. I've yet to cut out the parts here, but I've sticky taped some parts so I know exactly what I'm taking off, and that is how much more material I need to remove from this.